Rich Risings and/or Grand Risings to all. It's gonna be about two things. I want to make an appreciation post, for the real men out there, for one, and then two, I want to speak on a topic, and it's not even to discredit anybody, but I'm gonna speak on that afterwards. First and foremost, let me give the credit where credit is motherfucking due to all the real men out there, regardless of your preference, because I know this even, and this might be a neurodivergent standpoint, but I noticed, even the ones who's of that community, so I'm gonna act like more of a man than the average quote unquote man, the, tough, aggressive, etc., big muscular guy. Shout out to y'all too, because most don't want to speak on that shit. Give a fuck what your preference is, what that's all on you, my nigga. At the end of the motherfucking day, I ain't got shit to do with that, so I don't look at you any motherfucking different regardless of what you like, because like I said, that shit has nothing to do with me, so how can I look at you any different regardless of what, the Bible says, etc. I'm not a firm believer of Christianity, as motherfuckers can see. It's not even this religion, in no way, shape, or form. It's just too much paganism in that particular, I'm gonna just say religion. I was gonna say a different word, but I know certain words I be using is too big for the average, so I'm gonna just keep it cliche and, straight to the point. But yeah, real shit, shout out to the men, man, who, and I'm speaking for the ones who, accept change, adapt to change, and, just take on what the day has, and, don't never put your motherfucking head down. The ones with they chin high, regardless of how many kids they got, regardless of motherfucking circumstance. Keep doing your shit, bro, because I feel like, it happens, but it's not as often as, our people talking down and, bashing motherfuckers because of this, because of that, or, because of one scenario. Now this is the person's whole motherfucking character. I'll never be that because I don't know you from a motherfucking can of paint, so I can't speak. 1 second, we're gonna let this point go over. But keep doing your shit, King and/or God. More specifically, today you heard it from me, and I'm gonna just put it like that, because you deserve more. You deserve the castle that you looking for. You deserve every motherfucking thing that, God put you on this earth to motherfucking get and then give as well, because we are providers at the end of the day. But just shout out to them real men, man. Real shit, because I had to take at least 3 to 5 minutes to speak on that, because nobody really appreciates them no more. The agenda is, over with as far as, who goes, but at the same time, it's still, he's trying to, and/or she, whatever the fuck she be, is trying to still demasculate, the average modern day, and/or I ain't even gonna say modern day, more so traditional men. That's the ones I'm really speaking to, who actually lead the way, what I'm saying, have a great woman behind them, regardless of, arguments and disputes, because that shit is gonna happen. But shout out to them, man. Keep your motherfucking head up. And I know you see it. I know you feel it in the motherfucking air. The end is motherfucking there, and it's time for them real men to motherfucking stand up, unite, and build something and make something better for our motherfucking selves, instead of continuing the cycle that's been placed upon, our generations and/or bloodlines for motherfucking years, years on end, more specifically. I feel like y'all need to hear that, man. It's nothing to motherfucking worry about. Just keep doing what you motherfucking doing, and your time will come, because everybody's time is motherfucking different. But God gives everybody a different motherfucking time, and/or the Most High more specifically. Just had to give that, shout out. And then, two, what I really wanted to motherfucking speak on is, I notice how, like, and it's more so like the OGs and shit like that who speak on this concept, but I'm about to spit some motherfucking truth that I feel like nobody motherfucking speaking on. I be seeing a lot of things, kinda that like goes around this topic, but it's never like this topic specifically. And I'm gonna just dive into it as much as I can. I'm gonna try to keep it under 10 minutes as usual, but I'm gonna just give the downloads before I get into this beautiful meditation of mine. I notice how, you know, the older groups are speaking on how this generation is soft as fuck, and the average man doesn't even know how to change a tire, etc. And a lot of shit, you know, as far as that goes. I'm gonna speak on that. And it's sad as fuck, but like, y'all talk so much shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, at the end of the motherfucking day, y'all made this generation this motherfucking soft. Not me per se, because I know how to change a tire. I know how to, you know, do an oil change. A lot of simple shit that quote unquote the average man and or modern man is supposed to know today, you know, which is kind of rare because it's not taught. I had to go work at Jiffy Lube for a little while, so, you know, this is, and it wasn't even a while for real. I really didn't even like work there. I had a training day or two, and then I just like realized that shit wasn't for me because I already knew what I was doing. But me sitting in the shop my whole motherfucking, you know, that's just not, I'm sorry, it's too time consuming. And then coming home to the fuckery that I usually, well, I'm gonna say used to, I don't come home to that anymore, but you know what I'm saying, like at that time, like doing that, then coming home to the fuck shit that I was involved in. Mind you, I was still in school at the time, so man, wasn't a good place for me, and I already seen it, so I didn't, like, you know, take the offer, etc, because it was definitely placed on the table. But here nor there, y'all can say all this motherfucking shit, and I'm talking to the OGs, the older ones, because it's really not like our age group saying that shit. And if it is, you know, I can't really fault them for saying that, because at the same time, we in the same boat. But I'm speaking more so on the OGs, the older ones, especially the ones who gave the kid everything, the riches, the ones who was born into that and shit like that. I'm really speaking to those ones, the ones who gave their kid everything and, you know, put phones, tablets, and game systems all in their motherfucking face. You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually being present in a child's life, you would rather give your kid a phone or a fucking, you know, a screen just to get them out of your motherfucking face. It's like, how you even dare call these motherfuckers soft when at the same time, you the one who did that. You made them fucking soft. At the end of the motherfucking day, you placed them in the world full of fucking technology and, you know, just put a screen in their motherfucking face and expected them to just be fucking macho and more masculine and or, you know, just a stand-up man in motherfucking general, instead of raising that motherfucking kid, allowing that kid to, you know, cry this and that, da-da-da-da. No, your alternative was to put a screen in his face and thought this man was going to turn into, you know what I'm saying, like an actual man based off of, regardless of what your job was. Even if daddy was there in the motherfucking time, dads be to blame too, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers got to take accountability at the end of the motherfucking day, because it's like, at the end of the day, this generation wouldn't be this motherfucking soft if y'all didn't do what the fuck y'all did. You know, it goes hand in hand. We can sit here and talk all day how this generation's soft, and I can agree to an extent, you know. This generation is soft as fuck, you know, and sadly, I'm a part of that generation, you know, but it's like, I'm not included because, you know what I'm saying, like, I still stand on the traditional morals and principles that was, you know, always here, always the way of the land. So I really don't, you know, but at the same time, that's still my age group. So at the same time, I'm always claim that, because it's like, this is the time we motherfucking in, and this is the time I was born and raised in. So it is what it is. But it's like, if you complaining that these motherfuckers so soft, then do something about it. Make the changes, my nigga. Do what every man is supposed to do, every woman is supposed to do. They're supposed to be in the kid's life from start to motherfucking finish. And not to mention, I feel like motherfuckers forget too, because this is like a European or more so westernized idea, I feel like, to an extent, because it's like, y'all think once the kid is 18 to 21, that's no longer your responsibility. No, once you have a fucking kid, that's a life choice. You're gonna have to deal with that kid till they motherfucking 60, 70, 80, 90, because at the end of the day, who nuts did they come out of and who vagina did they come out of? You feel what I'm saying? So it's not, it don't work that motherfucking way. You still gonna have to answer to that call at the end of the day, because that's your motherfucking son or that's your motherfucking daughter. And it's just weird to me how y'all, like, you know, have these like so biased ass standpoints, but then don't want to take the accountability for it. And I see it happen all the motherfucking time. And I'm going to speak on it because, you know, maybe I'm not for the average, but at the same time, I know I have a specific handful of people that I am for, and that's who I'm really speaking for. Like, take accountability, my nigga. Take fucking accountability. And this is coming from, you know, a man who was who only had moms, you know, and I had my dad in my life to an extent, you know, as far as like, you know, a phone call, always had his number, etc. So I can't even sit here and act like I didn't have my dad. But the difference is between, you know, and I'm not even trying to compare anybody or put anybody lower than, you know, my dad always did, and that's one thing I can admit, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of our disputes, regardless of our falling outs, wallahi, I'm like, bro, he always told me, you know, like, real men principle. And one thing that always stuck with me, like I've been said a minute ago, I don't know which video it was, but I did say it before. My dad always told me and taught me, you feel me, don't ever start nothing you can't motherfucking finish. And since then, and I'm like fucking what, 11 at this time, 10, always motherfucking stuck with me, and I, you know, never look motherfucking back. So this is why I really don't consider myself a part of that. But at the same time, like I said, I'm in this time, and this is when I was born and raised. So I'm just speaking on, you know, what it is. If it's so motherfucking soft, though, change it, my nigga. We need to build, you know, especially as far as the men goes, we need to build them up. The ones who, you know, work out every day. Or, you know, the dads or grandpas who work out every motherfucking day. Start taking the kid with you. You feel what I'm saying? How about we start from the motherfucking get-go, like the motherfucking roots? Because last time I checked, the daddy is the one who brings discipline in the motherfucking household, even if he's not in the household. And yes, that, you know, lessens chances of the man being as smart and, you know, knowing how to critically think in certain situations. But at the same time, shit, all it takes is a motherfucking phone call, nigga. You heard me. You can get in contact with your daddy if he's still motherfucking here, or regardless if he don't like you, regardless if, you know, fuck all of that, nigga. We too old to be, you know, bickering because he wasn't there and this and that and da-da-da-da-da. What the fuck you gonna do about it? That's the real, like, issue in today's time. Motherfuckers is too emotional. Most of the men are more emotional based than logic. And let's be real here, no men, actual men, you feel what I'm saying? We always think logical first because we are the problem solvers. Versus women, they always put their emotions first. This is why we have the yin and yang, and it goes motherfucking hand in hand. But we can't do that motherfucking job when everybody pride and egos in the motherfucking way. It's embarrassing. So I ain't gonna keep talking, air motherfuckers out, because I don't do that. That ain't my motherfucking stilo. But I feel like I just had to speak on that because motherfuckers, there's just too much bickering about the dumbest shit. Like, let's be motherfucking real here. Y'all generation made this generation motherfucking soft. Y'all spoon-fed everything. Y'all gave these motherfucking kids everything every time they whined or cried, and then expect them to be these motherfucking macho, masculine motherfucking men. No, if that's the motherfucking case, you supposed to make them work for everything they motherfucking, from the motherfucking get-go. As soon as these motherfuckers able to motherfucking talk. And then the daddy, you feel what I'm saying? Prime example, and I said this in plenty of videos. Mama see the baby, regardless male or female, fall 1,000 fucking times. Mama's gonna come to the rescue because that's a part of her motherfucking job, a part of her motherfucking nature. She's going to do that regardless, no matter what the fuck you say. Versus the man, shit, especially me, I know for my son, man, what? Even my baby girl, I see her fall 3 or 4 times. You only get like 2 or 3 chances with me. You fall on your face that motherfucking 3rd or 4th time, I'm just like, get the fuck up. Is that motherfucking simple. And I'm not gonna keep helping mine, you feel what I'm saying? Unless you motherfucking ask for help, because you know how to speak. You know how to speak when you wanted that, you know, little fruit snack, and you know how to, you see what I'm saying? But we don't have that anymore. It's all been, you know, fucked up, and it's, you want to blame it on the motherfucking system. No, blame y'all motherfucking selves. That's what it really be. It starts in the household. It starts with the motherfucking roots. And I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm getting a little, you know, I ain't even gonna say emotional, but it just kind of angers me how, you know, motherfuckers will say this and that and then don't speak on the reason and the real reasons why shit is the way it is. Y'all did that, bro. Mama and daddy. Y'all raised fucking suckers. And I'm gonna be the nigga that say it. I don't give a fuck who fuck with me. I don't give a fuck who don't. It is what the fuck it is, and I'm gonna always stand on that. And if, you know, it's that, you know where to motherfucking find me. I got my Instagram, you feel me? You can type in the comments, say what the motherfuck you feel. I really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna respond, because I don't duck no motherfucking wreck. But don't come in my comments on no dumbass shit thinking you're not gonna get checked. I don't give a fuck, male or female, or whatever fuck you hiding behind. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Long live that empire. And do viva Imperio Mortem as always. Once again, shout out to them real motherfucking men, you know. who actually standing on motherfucking business, getting up every day regardless if they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, just to fucking touch grass. I ain't even saying going to work, just to embrace nature, dude, you know what I'm saying, regular human shit who don't wake up and, you know, pick up their phone as soon as they motherfucking arise. I don't do that soft ass shit. I feel like that's more so of a female thing as well, but that's another video for another time, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, long live that empire and viva them pity mortem. And shout out to them real men.